So a couple of days ago was New Comic Wednesday, and in my normally Caucasian populated comic book store, Fantastic Comics in Berkeley, a couple of brothers were in there looking for books, and I'm overhearing them because I'm nosy, complain about the lack of diverse books. I walk up to them and say, hey, did you support Shaft when it was out? Did you buy Concrete Park? Have you reading this one? Have you read that one? Have you read this? Have you read that? And they're looking at me because the only access they know is the DC Marvel access, and that's all they know. So I'm trying to hip them to the actual diverse books and creators that are out there, and they're looking at me like my name is Stanley. Like I'm giving them false information. I'm like, dude, I write for this site, I look at this stuff, dude, just listen to me. Try these things. But no, they're so conditioned to be a part of, let's get real, because most comic books are just white, prepubescent power fantasies, male power fantasies. And so they're stuck in that. There's absolutely no reason that white heteronormativity should be the focus or the locus point for our comic enjoyment. That should not be the every man, every woman, every person story. You should not care if the creator or if the main character is gay, straight, black, white, Asian, fucking unicorn, whatever the person is, as long as the story is good. If you are complaining, as David Walker said, about the lack of diverse books, but you have yet to break bread to support diverse books, you are part of the problem. Don't just think about DC and Marvel, think about all the alternatives out there. There's so much going on. Number 13, Concrete Park. Hell, go back to Bayou. And if you're a zillionaire, track down Ron Wimberly's Prince of Cats and find that. I mean, there's so much out there. Do we need diverse books? Absolutely. Diverse creators, diverse stories, even diverse storytelling styles. Shouldn't matter who the main character is, who the creator is, as long as it is a good story. So if you're complaining and you're not supporting people, you are part of the problem. Yes, I said it again because it bears repeating. But on the flip side, creators. Just because you're black, gay, woman, Asian, Latino, whatever, don't automatically assume that we're going to run to support you. Your shit has to be good. Just being marginalized doesn't equate to being talented. You should care more about your product than we do. So hopefully, when you're creating your product, you have that in mind, that not resting on I'm the marginalized, so you have to support me laurels, because that's a weird sense of entitlement that makes no sense to me. What does make sense to me is you putting out a kick-ass product, say like Pablo's Inferno, which is one of the best books I've ever read in my life. Wasn't even expecting it. I have zero connection to Mexican folk life, mythology, one of the best books I've ever read. Leave it to chance. Another kick-ass book I've read. Bayou, kick-ass book. All these things I've written about on the nerdsofcolor.org. Check those shits out. Just because you, once again, creators, just because you create a book, do not expect us to automatically support you. Be good, reach out, hit the sites you need to, advertise to us, bring us into the world you created. Don't just assume that we have your back. Because if it sucks, I don't care. I don't care if you are a Martian with plaid eyeballs wearing Bermuda cargo shorts. If your shit's whack, and I won't support it. And also, white people, your story isn't the only story. Your point of view is a point of view, not the truth. And so instead of resting in this white cis heteronormativity, step out of that a little bit. Step out of the privilege. Step out of the, yes, all the world is Seinfeld and Friends. Step out of that and really read other stories. If comics are about stories and characters we can relate to, and if you can't relate to somebody because they don't look like you or eat like you or talk like you, you shouldn't be reading comics, you should be getting therapy. It's a different thing out there like that. Don't sit there and complain. I don't think I could ever care about somebody because they're not like me. Then you need to go to therapy or just leave the earth. It's like when people found out Rue was black. So obviously, Rue in the Hunger Games, you weren't reading carefully. She's described as black. And so all these morons go on Twitter, I wouldn't have cared so much if I'd known she was black. Or some really dumb tweet I read about Attack of Titan live action movie saying, oh my God, now that they're all Japanese, I don't even like it. Which country created that shit? My God, people, just stop it with the ghettoization, territorialism in your media and just be expansive. Because the more we support, the more that we all get. We do need diverse books. Diverse books matter. There are diverse books and diverse media. It is your job to support it. All right? Put your wallets where your politics are.